It's just easiest to get one worldwide distributor who understands the landscape of each of these territories, has the relationships, knows how to navigate, all of the parameters and all of the language and cultural issues and tax issues and everything else that you're going to encounter, and just takes care of it all. Okay, so how do you get your film distributed internationally? Well, international distribution is just like any other distribution. It's just in different countries around the world. So generally, I would not recommend doing self-distribution for international. It's way, way, way too complex. Remember, you're dealing in different time zones, different languages, different cultures, different currencies. Everything about it is different. So you need to deal with people who know what they're doing in their various territories. If you want to do your film or your series internationally, find an international distributor. Somebody who knows how to navigate, who knows how to speak the language, knows the culture of the various territories that you're going to sell to. They'll do a better job than you will. They'll take a big commission and they'll do what they do, but it's worth it because you're just not going to be able to navigate all these intricacies and or meet all the various players. There's just so many players around the world. It's such a big place. And there's companies that have been doing this for decades. They know everybody. They specialize. That's who you want to deal with. In addition, there's lots of rules in various countries about who can sell what kind of content, how you have to sell it. I'll give you one example. If you want to sell, say, Canada, that's where I'm from originally, all right? So if you want to sell into Canada, you have to use a Canadian-based distributor if you want to put it on Canadian television, because the cultural rules are that Canadian TV can only buy from Canadian distributors. So that forces you to use it. Same thing in France. If you want to sell to, say, a French television station or streaming platform, I'm not sure it's by law or by design or whatever the case may be, that they recommend or almost force you to use a French sales agent or distributor. In addition, you have to, say in France, you have to provide dubs a certain way. Again, I'm from Canada, so Canada's a bilingual country, English and French. So we always thought, hey, in French-speaking Canada, the programming's in French, so we'll just sell it to France, to Paris. Nope, you can't do that because Parisian French is different than Quebec French. So if you want to put something on Parisian or France television, you have to do a dub that is created with Parisian French, their dialect, generally in Paris, or using that type of dialect. And that's the case in a lot of regions. So these are all little intricacies and things that you can get all messed up with if you're trying to sell internationally. So I strongly recommend for international sales, get a worldwide distributor, or, you can do regional stuff if you want. Let's say somebody specializes in Europe, somebody in, say, Australia, Southeast Asia, South America, Africa. If you want to break it up and do various continents, that type of thing, you can try that. It's just easiest to get one worldwide distributor who understands the landscape of each of these territories, has the relationships, knows how to navigate, all of the parameters and all of the language and cultural issues and tax issues and everything else that you're going to encounter, and just takes care of it all. Hopefully you'll see some money from it. Maybe you won't. Sometimes the downside of international distribution is there's a lot of territories that just take your content and pirate it, and you never see anything. Or deals get done. There's so many side deals and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes you think, what's going on here? Who's really watching this? Who's paying for it? Who's got access to it? Where's it going? And it can be daunting, overwhelming, and a little bit crazy, but what choices do you have? So my experience has been, unless you want to spend a heck of a lot of time traveling the world and making it a full-time job, which is going to be tough on one film or one series, then use a good, experienced, credible international distributor.